Hello and welcome to this video. Finally, after a really long time, I'm back here again, uploading another video. Yeah, it's been a minute since the last time I uploaded the last video. I mean, like, it's been years. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk about healing food in Genshin again, because the first one is already been years ago, so I need to update it. And with the release of new region like Fontaine and Natlan, of course, there are new food items that we might be able to use for healing. But before that, if you want to see the first tier list and more explanation about what food on what tier previously, you can check the link to the video in the description below. Alright, now let's start with the explanation in today's tier list, like how I choose the food and based on what factor. The food I choose are mostly easy to get recipe, the materials needed are easy to grind and easy to cook. But in this tier list, it kinda takes some more because it's not a grind focused healing food. It's more like, pay to win is. The reason this is not a grind focused food is it's already 2025 and not many players have a good amount of free time to play open world game. Like, to grind a lot of different materials is just pain in the ass to do, so yeah. The solution is using Mora, and Mora is really easy to get, just do ley line and then done. And then you can use that Mora to buy the materials, cook the food and then go back to your daily artifact grind or whatever. And now for the tier list, everything is based on the food rarity, so I will show you the best food from each categories, from fixed healing food, continuous healing food, and revival food, from 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star. And then, from these categories, I will divide the foods into 3 tiers, S tier which is the best recommended food if you want to get an easy and good healing food. A tier is, yeah, a bit mid, but still doable, and B tier, an okay food. If you want to cook it, it's your choice, but I don't really recommend it. I will just put it there. And then, the food that are not in this tier list is not recommended at all. Either it's really pain in the ass to cook or just waste of space. Like really though, it's just really hard to navigate the page if there are too many foods. Also for another explanation, 1 star is for early game, 2 star is mid game, and 3 star for end game. But if you are in different level and want to use different food from different tier lists, you are free to do it. It's your choice. And lastly, one more thing I need to explain. There are main ingredients to cook a food like meat, fowl, eggs, and fish, right? And for bias, well, I guess because the meat is easier to get, you'll see a lot of foods made from meat on S tier. So yeah, I think I'm done with my explanation. Let's go straight into tier list then. For the first one is early game. Fixed amount healing food for 1 star rarity. In B tier we have bird egg sushi, dry braised salted fish, and grilled tiger fish. All of these foods are really simple to make for early players, because this food don't need a lot and complicated, hard to grind materials. But there are some problems with those food. These two food require you to have an access to Inazuma to buy the recipe, and for the new players, it will take time to get there, doing a lot of Arcane quests first, then you can do it. But the materials are easy to find though, like eggs, rice, fish and salt. For the grilled tiger fish, it's easy to make, but the problem is getting the fish. They're kind of hard to catch in the wild, but you can just do fishing anyway, so I think that is okay. Alright, now for the next one is A tier, only one food, chicken mushroom skewer. This food already available from the start and the materials are abundant, so it's really easy to get and to make. Just go explore and you will find mushroom and fall everywhere. And then entering the S tier, we have dog confit. You can buy the recipe from Sanguinetti, I'm not French, in Fontaine. But unlike Inazuma, you already have an access to Fontaine through a teleporter on the edge of Sumer Desert. So you can go to Fontaine directly, no need to do quests first. Well, I guess. For the materials, fall and potato are really easy to get and buy, so it's not a problem. And I think that is the best food if you need a good healing in lower level. And yeah, that's it for the fixed healing food for 1 star category. These food are really easy to get and make, in my opinion, I guess, and based on what materials needed to make those food. And now, next one is continuous healing food. Starting with B tier we have honey char siu, truth amandine and pop stees for some reason. Char siu is really easy to make, just sugar and meat are abundant materials. For truth amandine, we'll need fish and almond, and then for pop stees, you can just buy it. And now in the A tier, Chenyu brew, miso soup and soba noodles. For this food, we'll need 2 Chenyu adoptee and there are limited amount of it in Chenyu Valley, but at least you can get it everyday, so no worries. And for miso and soba, you need to get Inazuma first, like fully, to get all the secrets. Yeah, it's really pain in the ass, but still doable, especially in a mid-lower level player. And now for the S tier, for continuous healing food, we have nothing in here, so I think that's it for this category. And now for revival food, we're skipping the B tier because we have nothing good in here. In A tier we have Monster Grilled Fish and Mora Meat. For this MGF we'll need fish, so good luck fishing, but it's available by default, so I think that is good. And then for Mora Meat, just use meat and flour, so good, easy, although you need to clear the Archon quest first. Alright, for the S tier, there are Stick, Sweet Swim Sushi, and Taiwan Fried Egg. For Swim Sushi, to make this you need access to Inazuma first, but the materials needed, you can just buy it from the shop. That is great. And then for the Stick, it's easy peasy to hunt meat, so this is the perfect revival food. For fried egg, well, it's a bit mid. Even if this food only uses one egg and available by default, it's a bit hard to get the egg because a lot of eggs just scattered around the map, and yeah, it's a bit pain to get. But I think it's still good for lower level, and you can get it from expedition too, so I guess that is okay. So yeah, these are the revival food in the 1-star category. And now, let's go to the next one, 2-star category food. And now we are entering the mid-game. For mid-game and endgame, we are skipping the B tier to save time and only focus on the food that you actually want to cook and use. Starting with fixed healing food, in A tier, there's no good recommendation, so let's skip this and go for S tier. We have only one, and that is Cass's Raigout. It takes a bit of more to cook because this food requires a significant amount of materials. But still, this thing is much better than other food in 2-star category, so I recommend this one for you. Next one is continuous healing food. Straight to the S tier, and just like the last video, and that is Flaming Red Bolognese. This is Lisa's specialty and that is great. You only need meat to grind and you already have Lisa since beginning, so perfect food in 2-star category. After continuous healing food, now let's move to the revival food in 2-star category. And go straight to the S tier, we have pretty good option here, and those are Fateh and mixed yakisoba. Like, for this food, you only need to grind 2 materials, and those are meat and meat. Well, just choose one. And for the rest, you can buy the mats from the shop. Really great, time safe. And the good thing is, for a revival food compared to normal healing food, you don't need a lot of them, so just grab what you need. Alright then, that is all for the 2-star category food. The new one is good, but the old ones are also still good to cook. Alright, and here we go. The last category in the list, for endgame player. Starting with A tier, we have lasagna. Pretty simple food to cook, only need one material to grind, which is meat, and the rest are processed food. And just like usual, just buy it from the shop. But I wish there are less processed food, so I can put this in S tier, but anyway, let's go to the S tier. And just like previous video, pizza bucket and golden chicken burger still on the top, being the best food you can make in this game. Well, for golden chicken burger, you cannot get the recipe anymore, so only OG players have this. So I will just put this food in A tier. And I don't really recommend this to a new player to make this, but in other hand, pizza bucket's still there and really great for new players and old player. Though it takes a bit of more to buy the materials, both of these food are really easy to cook and you just need to grind one material, so pretty great food, right? And also for pizza bucket, after you get Kolei and then you cook the pizza bucket with Kolei, you will get specialty food, getting the yearning, and that will get you more HP. Absolutely the perfect healing food in the 3-star category. And then, moving to the next one, continuous healing food. There are only 2 that absolutely perfecto. I mean, like, just one material is a bit pain in the ass to get, and that is mushroom for this mushroom pizza. This food is still the best food compared to other continuous healing food in 3-star category. If you have Jin, you can get the specialty pizza to get more healing. Mamma mia! And also, there is special mushroom pizza you can buy from Kiminami Anna. I think that's pretty alright, so you know, it's the same pizza, but it's just different type of pizza, you know. But anyway, the last one is revival food, the last tier in the 3-star food category. Straight to the S tier just like usual, we have golden swim balls, tacos, and tribe stew pork. We have contender here guys, for golden swim balls. Well, I guess, here's the thing though, if you want to cook other food that uses either shrimp, potato or flour, it's better to cook the alternative like tacos or tribe stew pork, because both of these food uses different materials almost completely, and most of the materials you can buy it from the shop, so really absolute greatness. Honestly, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, this is good. And for the tribe stew pork, you know, it's still a bit hard to make, like getting the carrot, but because this is revival food, of course you don't need a lot of it like compared to normal healing food, so this is absolutely perfect if you want to use this as alternative. So yeah, that's it guys, that's all for 1, 2 and 3-star category food. But wait, I still have one more. This is the final tier list and the best food combination you can make in Genshin. For in-game players, we only have two options for the best food in healing and revival food. Starting with number 1, we have the best fixed healing food, pita packet combined with golden shrimp balls. This becomes the best option, and for this combination you only need to grind one materials, and that is meat. That's it. Pretty great, right? More healing, more HP we can get. In number 2, we have this alternate option, pita packet and sweet shrimp sushi. For this combination, sweet shrimp sushi is the easiest food we can make. But of course, the drawback is when you revive a character with it, the starting HP will be much lower compared to 3-star food in the first option. So yeah. And then, for the final tier list, these only include S tier from previous tier list in healing and revival category. In S tier, for healing food there are Texas Record and the Confit. In double S tier, we have golden chicken burger, mushroom pizza, and flaming red bolognese. And in triple S tier we have pita packet, the best healing food in the game. With extra yearning, this specialty food become quad S tier. And the next one is revival food. Starting with S tier, we have Fateh. In double S tier, treasure report, tacos, mixed yakisoba, stick, and tevat fried egg. And triple S tier, golden shrimp balls and sweet shrimp sushi. So yeah, that's it guys, the final tier list for S-class tier food. There are a lot of good options there. Now it's up to you whether you want to get the best of the best healing food and revival food, or I don't know, make food that are not listed here. The choice is yours. Alright, I'm gonna dip now. My name is Farise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. See ya!